Hey, you are magnetic. Your energy is magnetic. You bring in everything that your energy is aligned with. I don't think you understand how powerful you are. Let me try to help you out with this because see, whatever you desire, it comes to you. Whatever you want and dream of comes to you. It can come to you all right now. And you may ask, well, if that's true, why am I not receiving what I asked for? I've prayed for dreams. I've prayed for this and I've prayed for that. And I want this and I desire that. Why am I not seeing those things? Why am I instead seeing all these things that I don't want? Why am I meeting people who's always angry? Why am I driving in traffic that people always cutting me off? Why am I still at this job that I can't stand? Why is my business not making the money that I wanted to make? Why? Why are all these things? All these things exist because you're powerful. Because see, what you may not realize, you may get a glimpse of it. You may say, yeah, I know I have a bad thought every now and then. I have a da-da-da. But no, it's deeper than that. It's to the point where your inner being, everything inside you is really saying, I don't want that, or I'm scared of that, or maybe not that, or maybe something else, or you are having inside thoughts. You are having subconscious thoughts that are different from what you really want. That's different from what your heart is saying something different from what your mind is saying. Those are two different messages going on. So you need to go in and you need to clarify, first of all, what it is that you really want. And when you clarify that, keep saying that. Keep saying only that. If you need to write it down, if you need to put it on your phone, put it on the screensaver. If you need to put a reminder in your phone, like every 30 minutes to look at it and remind you to think this thought, think this thought, think this thought. We don't understand, and maybe women more than men, because they say women talk more and communicate more than men do. That's why only reason why I say that, because it could be the opposite in some cases. But however, we are only conscious of a few of our thoughts. We are only conscious of a little bit of the things that we talk about, or that we think about. There's so much more that goes on that we don't pay attention to because it's something that repeats in our minds all the time. It's something it's a voice that's always there. It's always has been there. And we don't pay attention because it's old news, because it's normal, because it's something I always think. But you have to start paying attention to those thoughts. You have to start paying attention and monitoring where your mind is really going. Start off by, when someone comes to you saying congratulations, what's the first thought of your head? Oh, it's not that big. Oh, it's not that bad. That's a negative feeling. That's a lack mentality. Well, I know, but I really don't need the credit. You can get the credit to somebody else. You don't have to give it to me because da 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 da. Like, no. Catch all those thoughts. Catch all those feelings. Catch all of those everyday practices that your mind does, that your body does, that your what am I trying to say? All your actions and reaction. Check them at the door. Because you are manifesting everything you desire. And what you don't realize, your internal desires are hitting harder than your external desires. So if you're not receiving something that you really, really want, sit down today. Ask yourself, what is it I really think about it? What is it? What stories have I been telling myself? If somebody says something to me about that, what are my thoughts? Or what are my responses? What if I say, what do I do? How do I act? How do I react? Check that. And if you find something that you don't like, change it. Change it by writing down what you do want. Change it down to writing something down opposite of what it is. I do deserve this. I do deserve this. I can have this and all these other things. So check at the door. That's my sign and signal to go, because we now have company. But keep this all in mind. You are powerful. You're more powerful. You are getting what you desire. Just make sure you're checking your desires. Make sure you're checking that you are desiring the right things and all of your thoughts are in alignment with what you want and not what you don't want. Ever. Keep them as much as your thoughts. Do whatever you need to do to keep them in your thoughts for only what you want. Keep going. Keep trying. See you next video. And love, light, and healing. Stay blessed.